Hello everybody, my name is Mind, and welcome back to another Aeroteam YouTube video. And today, we're checking out Jay's competition-winning Airbus A380. So if you didn't know, we host monthly build competitions, which you can find out more on our website, aeroteam.org, where you can check out all the previous ones and the current one that's going on if you'd like to join. But anyway, Jay participated in this, and he built this absolutely incredible Airbus A380-800 in this ANA livery. Now Jay, he has joined us in the call. He's not necessarily going to talk, but he can still type to us in chat. So if he's got any questions, or if we've got any questions, he's got any comments about his build, you can just pop it in chat and we can take a look. Anyway, this is an Airbus A380 in 4:1 scale. It's absolutely ginormous. It's absolutely amazing. It's absolutely beautiful. We're going to be taking a look around this thing, a very in-depth look around this thing, because it's got a lot in it. Anyway, let's get started with a tour around it. So, as you can tell, it's got multiple turtles on the fuselage. Oh, it's a Hawaiian thing. Okay. Oh, right, because they're introducing the A380 on the Hawaiian routes, wasn't it? Because of the Hawaii is a very popular destination for Japanese tourists. Anyway, you've got the nose right here, looking very nice. And he's using the really cool technique with the target blocks. A lot of people have been doing that recently. I really like it. I think it's creative and it adds a lot. So you come around the nose, pretty simple. The cockpit is blacked out. You have the, what I love, oh, right, I'm not in GMC. What I really love is how he's got the windshield wipers marked out right here. Oh, that's so creative. That's cool. It's something you don't get to see too much on smaller builds, but because this is so big, he's included it. There's a few rakes at the front of the nose. I think it's like pitot tubes and stuff like that. Then on the underside, you have the nose gear door right here, along with the nose gear on the inside. You can take a look in a much more brighter game setting right here. That looks very good. It looks like it's hanging on by just a thread, Jay. I feel like this wouldn't stand up to much force on landing. Anyway, that's super cool. You have the nose gear right here. Very nice. Taking another look around. You have the forward cargo door right there, along with all of the doors and the windows. So you've got like doors on both decks, of course, on the A380. Boarding door is the one right in front of the engines on the other side. Actually, they board via 3 doors, if I'm correct. They board with this one, which is over the wing, which is interesting to me, to say the least. Anyway, you have 4 engines on this A380, and Jay's done an excellent job with them. Can take a look through. Using the coral blocks and trapdoors, he was able to mimic all of the fan blades and the compressor, along with the exhaust around the back. And you can even see into the combustion chamber and compressor over there. That is really cool, and that is attention to detail. Anyway, you've got the fairing, the engine pylon right here, looking very nice. Then on the underside of the wing, you also have loads of very massive flapjack fairings. And now some fun trivia for you guys. The A380 has asymmetrical flapjack fairings. The one on the right and the one on the left of the aircraft are different lengths. So you notice how this one on the left is much longer than the one on the right. I'm not 100% certain on why that is, but it's something to look out for if you're ever building an A380. Anyway, continuing along through the outside, you again have another engine right there, because you need a lot of thrust for an A380. On the A380, ANA and a lot of Japanese carriers will mark out their aircraft registration number on the wing. Now I don't know if this is a requirement in Japan or if it's something to do with regulation, but it looks cool to me, and I wish more airlines would do it too. It just looks cool. And you've got the navigation lights right here, and then the winglets, or the wingtip fences, as Airbus would say, marked out right here. And you've got the little ANA text. It looks super clean. With that being the wing, oh, and then you also have the ailerons on the top, the the flaps marked out on down here, along with all of the like 10, I think, speed brakes, air brakes, whatever you want to call them. They go by loads of different names. Anyway, let's take a look at these landing gear, because these are super well done over here. Looking very good. These struts come up and you can see in it to the gear bay. Pretty simple. This is one of the places Jay could have maybe tweaked it a little bit and added more, but honestly, on such a build like this, I don't think he needs to. Coming around here, you have the main ones underneath the fuselage, and you can come in and see into them as well over here. Jay's just said, oh what, Jay? Oh, he'll tell us in a second. Anyway, coming along, you have the rear of the wing box right here, and one of the turtles. We have a smaller turtle right here, and then the smallest one right there. And then we should have the right here, rear cargo door, and then the bulk cargo door is somewhere over here. It should be marked out. You also have the final rear doors. I think that's aircraft registration right there, or maybe it's aircraft registration up top here. I forgot where it's marked out. Anyway, over here, horizontal stabilizer with the elevators. Details are marked out, and it does look really, really good and really, really clean. Jay's done an excellent job with the tail, and you have the ANA text marked out, and it looks super good. I really, really like the way he did this APU exhaust. I think it looks really good. You can sort of almost get into it, and the way it just juts out on the A380, I think it looks really clean. That's basically it for the exterior. I know, we just went through that pretty quickly. Oh, on this side, we should take a look, because asymmetrical stuff. On this side, you have a red dot, which I assume is the red dot to represent Japan's flag. Also, things of note on the exterior of the aircraft, there's loads of little details, like right there. I think that's an air intake for the APU. And then you also have loads of different stuff sticking out on the aircraft fuselage, antennas, airfoil extensions, etc. You have the Wi-Fi dome, as you'd say. There's like an official name for it, but Wi-Fi dome's easy enough. Strobe lights, I think those are strobe lights, right? I think they are. And then more detail around the top. But with that out of the way, Jay, we can take a look on the interior, can't we? We're not going to go into the cockpit first. We're going to go into a place that I find very cool. This is the crew rest area for the pilots. You can come in and sit here. What I find interesting, and Jay, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but there's only one bed in here. Other aircraft such as the 787 and 777 have 2 beds for multiple pilots. You'll notice cockpit looking very good, very nice. You have the side sticks right there for controlling throttle quadrant, your glass flight deck looking all very nice and clean. You have your pedals right there and there, and jump seat right here. It's a very spacious cockpit, the A380, and I think it looks really good. I love the way he did this overhead panel. I think that's clean. Now, coming back, you'll notice textures fixed now, looking good. But anyway, down here, all economy class layout, and this is something cool that they do on ANA with the dividing walls, is they got a little color on them, little detail. Anyway, you've got a galley right here, looking very nice, and the galleys on the A380s are absolutely massive, right? Well, you've got hundreds of people just on one deck alone. And then they are in a very nice color, I like them quite a bit. Anyway, continuing around, you've got a lavatory. No toilet in there. That's okay. He's done the rest of the interior anyway. I really love the creative seat design using the heads in order to get in each individual seat. That's something you don't see very much, but it's very creative. Overhead bins, pretty normal stuff. Another galley, well, not a galley actually, this is just a few lavatories. Another jump seat though. Exit door. And then continuing around, this is a galley right here with more jump seats, and then lavatories and galley in the back. And one thing we're gonna have to take a look at, so this is the crew rest area where all of the different flight attendants will come in and rest during a flight. This is underneath the main cabin, so you can access it right here. I didn't realize it was a hatch. I thought it was its own little door that you would walk into. I guess there's just quite a few different ways the A380 can be optioned with it, so that's something to keep in mind if you're ever building an A380 yourself. But this does look really cool. Anyway, coming up through here, we can go back up to the rear galley, and then in the rear galley we can walk up these giant steps. Remember, this is in 4:1 scale, so this plane is absolutely massive, and not to Minecraft player scale. Still climbing up these steps. Anyway, we're into the rear galley on the upper deck up here. So typically what you'll see is this walkway here, and a lot of these seats will be taken out, and then they'll have a crew rest area on the upper deck. But anyway, you have Jay, you're gonna have to help me here with the classes on the second deck. I don't know what ANA calls them, so if you can just tell me. But anyway, you've got what I'm assuming is premium economy back here, and these seats do look, yeah, Chase. See, I know my airplane stuff. Premium economy, exactly. So they look very good. I love the way these are designed, and I'm assuming this is sort of like a reading light or something right here, or some sort of wiring. But these look superb. I love the way he did these. I'm honestly these just look so cool. Anyway, another lavatory, stuff like that. Now this will be your business class. I don't know what ANA officially calls it. Loads of airlines call it something different, but very nice. Can sit right here. Feet can go over here. Lie flat beds, of course. You've got TV screens mounted there. Little divider here. And then a bit more privacy over on this side. Coming further along, we have a more forward galley. Looks very good. And then your first class seats. These things are massive, loads of space, and an absolutely, hold on, fantastic view of those engines. Looks super nice. Anyway, continuing around here, just got a bit more stuff. Now, lots of airlines will use this space for different things. NA uses it for a rather large lavatory. I know Emirates has showers on board their aircraft in the front here, and Etihad has a similar thing with their first class cabin. But anyway, that's basically it for this tour. You also have the front stairs right here, which are super good looking. So in here, this is the forward cargo hold. It's super detailed. You have all of the different little wheels that sort of roll the cargo back, and loads of detail on the sides. You can come through. He's left all of this space empty, but that's okay. This is the crew rest area again, and then the rear cargo hold along with the bulk cargo. So if you got some like weirdly sized baggage or something, or you've got to like gate check something, they'll come in and they'll throw it in the back here. So with that out of the way, I'd like to thank Jay for competing and entering in such an amazing build. Congratulations to him for making such an incredible build. He's heard it enough times now, I think. Everyone's told him this thing looks amazing. Anyway, thank you for Jay for joining me. My name is Mind. We'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.